Clubhouse, the ones that they fly in here for the travelers?
Yeah, so they end up flying in a ton of chefs because it's such a big event. So they ended up having their corporate event at Clubhouse on Main. So there were like 110 chefs. We ended up doing a special menu for them just because they didn't want burgers and pizza because that's probably what they'll eat all week. So we ended up doing penne with a vodka sauce, hanger steak with chimichurri, prosciutto and melon, like a real high-class menu.
Heck
and
yeah.
Everyone loved it, which is, it says something when you're a restaurant and you have a bunch of chefs and they actually enjoy the food.
I mean, that's high pressure, though. Like you're saying, that's some high-class, high-society stuff. And I don't want to give the misrepresentation of Clubhouse on Main. It's not a pinkies-out crowd. Whenever Dibbs and I are in that place, there's a rowdy bunch in there, especially watching sports. They like the place. Did we get on any Sims? Did they do the punching bag? Did we do any axe throwing?
They did everything.
Shut up, really?
They were all over the place.
Awesome.
And
who's good at what? Did you see anybody? You don't even know these pros.
Yeah,
Kyle.
exactly. They're all running around, and I was running around. But no, they definitely had a great time. They were very happy, which,
Awesome.
we love it when people come and have a good time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Well, talk about your special for the summer. On the Sims and stuff like that at your place.
Yep. So we have an all-you-can-play summer pass right now. It's for sale $2.99 this week during Travelers. So starting yesterday all the way till Sunday. If you come in and get the pass, it's only $149, and that'll get you 2 hours of Sim any day of the week, every day of the week, whenever we're open. The only restriction is Fridays and Saturdays from 6 to 10 you can't reserve it. So any other day you can reserve it. On Friday, if you come in at 8, you can jump on the Sim as long as you're walking. You just can't reserve it because those are typically our busier times. But for $149 you could play 5 days a week all summer long.
That's fantastic.
If you have a kid, he can come and set up his Xbox and he can play Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever.
Awesome.
If you're in a golf
Why has
group,
it got to be a kid?
So
or
true.
you can come
on
still.
Call of Duty right now, man. They got a new event that just started today, man.
Yeah.
I got to go in there and level up. Come on, man.
Totally.
It can be anyone.
It could be anyone. There we go.
I don't want to be an ageist.
Anyone or anything. I was just explaining your place like a couple hours ago before you came to the radio deck, like what Clubhouse is, and I'm like, it's kind of exactly what you would think when you hear Clubhouse, and just think of like adults getting a clubhouse together. Like you got Sims, and people always think golf, but I have to explain, it's anything.
Yes.
So like any gamut of sport, and so many other different games that I don't even know about that exist on those Sims. But the one thing I love when we were watching the big game over at your spot is like you can rent that bay as a big TV as well, like not just Call of Duty or anything like that.
And have a big party.
You can basically whatever you imagine in those things, make it happen at Clubhouse on May.
Yeah, and it's like for big games for March Madness, like there was one group that rented a Sim all day on the first day.
Hell yeah.
So they were there at noon and they were there till 12 o'clock at night, and they watched every single game, and they love it because then you have a server, you have couch, chairs, a table, and you can hang out. People come and go, but it's you're not at home and have to get up and make this, and do you need this, and do you need that? People are there helping you and serving you, and then there's so much to do. Like if you want to go play Golden Tee, if you want to play Buck Hunter, if you want to go play darts for free, we now have 2 giant shuffleboard tables that are free. Like there's just stuff to do. Like when I opened it, my thought was I just want a place to do something.
Right.
There aren't a lot of places to do anything.
Very family friendly too, man. You have so many kids running around all the time in that place.
Yep. And we have a lot of kids parties on Saturdays and Sundays. They come in at noon, 2, 4.
But you always have drink specials. You do karaoke. You do trivia. You do all kinds of stuff. It's basically a comfortable neighborhood spot for people to hang out at.
Exactly.
So he's getting in the golf game, Dib.
Oh, he is.
Kyle brought us some Clubhouse on Main, not only golf tees, golf markers, but golf balls that the rest of Connecticut needs to watch out for. These golf balls are going to be splattered across the state because of all the hackers that Kyle's going to give this to.
Me included.
On the ball, it says, turn into Clubhouse on Main for a free appetizer or drink. So watch out for these all over the course. I don't think you should give them out to any of these pros around here because, A, they're not going to lose them, and B, you're just not going to get more bang for your buck. But if you give these to hackers around the state, I'm telling you, man, you're going to have a lot of freebies coming in all over the place.
I gave Dibble some. They'll be in
on
the
the
woods
left
soon.
side. The left side. And you grew up around this place.
Yeah, I grew up in South Windsor, but as a kid, I came to the GHO like every single
Sammy
year.
Davis Jr., baby.
Yeah, those were
the days.
Yeah, I remember I was like right here hitting a big Bertha, and I think I hit the ball like 50 yards when I was like 10. But that was like one of those core memories that I'll never forget.
I love this. So your dad lives on what, 13? Your brother lives on 17?
Yep.
And you live in Portland.
Yeah.
You're like me. You live 30 minutes, 40 minutes away from everybody.
So when I drive down the hill from where I live, I can actually see all the houses at TPC.
Oh, no. People be like, do you still live in Southington? I'm like, no. I live in Middlebury, 30 minutes away from my two brothers.
Yeah.
Can't live too close to family.
Yeah.
Because then they're always dropping in on you.
Exactly. They sneak in.
So you've been walking around the course today. You're kind of talking about the attendance a little bit earlier, but, man, it's always a fun week, dude. Like, no matter what year it is, the Travelers Championship really shines in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, it is. And over the years, it's definitely gotten better and better. Now that they have the stadium seating and the purse is so big nowadays, and so we get a lot of great players. I was actually disappointed. I saw Tiger was here yesterday. I was hoping he would sneak in.
He did a drive-by, man.
No,
he
I'm with Kyle.
He had
I'm with Kyle.
He had
Come
some
on.
news to report. He was in and out.
Can't
man.
we play a couple of holes, maybe practice round? It was Tuesday. How about Charlie? Bring your son.
Listen,
Let your son
Dr.
play.
Von Tempo said he's got a torn Achilles, dude. He ain't doing nothing for a while.
Well, you know what? It's not that hard of a sport. You just swing a little club around.
Yeah, that's why he's had like 5 or 6 back surgeries. His legs are shot.
You can get a handicap, right?
Exactly, yeah.
exemption.
An exemption for a cart and just get out and
No,
swing
you
it,
want
man.
Charlie to be here.
I do
you
want
his
Charlie.
kid to
I
show
want his
up.
son to do
we
it.
We want to see how he would do here.
Now, I think Kyle has top 10 shirts of the tournament so far.
Oh, he's got one of the best.
I didn't even see your United States of America schmucks that you're wearing around here. Those are pretty cool. But he has got a Chubbs Peterson polo.
Yep.
Get the camera in on this one, Nick. Check out the back on
Chubbs
that.
Revenge, man.
First annual Chubbs Peterson Memorial Golf Tournament. It's all in the hips.
It's
what a shirt. Now
Perfect timing because Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out.
That's so
next
true.
month.
Now this is a one of one.
One of two. We had a golf tournament, me and my buddy, a couple weeks ago, so my wife actually made these.
Your wife made these
Wow.
for you and your
Very
friends.
nice.
So these don't exist in stores.
That's it, 101.
So far, it's my number one shirt that
Yeah.
I've seen so far out here at
you.
Travelers Championship. Tell your wife I'm very proud of her.
I will.
You've been doing a lot of work, man. So we met the, what was it called? The swing oil guy, the beer guy that does
Yep.
beer for golf that's in your spot.
Yep.
You're over there at the Mount Gay Rum Place, and you're trying to get some tips on coconut ice.
Yeah, they
And
had a coconut ice cube. which I
coconut
thought was
ice
pretty
cubes.
cool.
Isn't that awesome? And then Kyle was talking about, you got this, what was it? A clarified margarita that you're selling now at Clubhouse?
Yep.
School our listeners on what clarified margaritas are.
So a clarified margarita, I don't really want to go into the details on how it's made, but they end up taking out like the cloudiness. So it's a clear margarita. So we have one right now, and I think it's strawberry cucumber is the one that we're selling right now on special. But
Very nice.
it's good, and it actually ends up having lactose in it. So it's, if you've ever had a beer with lactose, it has like that smooth texture to it.
Okay.
But people love it.
I love that.
Love-
What kind
people
of
love our
food
margaritas.
specials you got going on right now? You always have some kind of food specials going on. Are you trying anything new on the menu for the summer?
Right now I'm working on new wing sauces. I want to develop our wing menu more.
Hotter or just more mild?
I want to do hotter. So right now I'm trying to get like a full-time chef. And what I really want to do, and no one knows this, so what I really want to do is once a month I want to do like a hot stuff night where it's a 4-course meal and it's all like insanely hot food. And I like spicy, so I think some people would love that.
Oh, for sure, man.
But
For
I
sure.
definitely
My
want
wife
to get
would love that.
like a hot good wing though. There's a lot of places that have hot wings and it's just hot, but the flavor's not good. But I want to make a good hot wing.
So you want to
but-
merge both of them?
So I'm always working.
Ghost
I'm
pepper
always-
hot or just in between?
So I'd like to do an in between, but I'd also like something that people should probably sign a waiver to have.
I love this
people like
idea.
that.
Yeah, I agree. You know,
yeah.
it's a certain part of danger. Even if you're not going to die, just sign the waiver to tell my friends, like, I had to sign
Exactly,
a
I
waiver
had
to
that
eat
way.
this chicken wing. Clubhouse on Main and Glastonbury, one in Dibs and I's favorite place, and Gina, too. Gina's almost there every single weekend.
And your mom.
And your mom.
And Gina's
She's
mom.
always there as well.
Yep.
But simulators, there's so much fun stuff to do, but your food, like Dibs says, you always harp on their food menu. You love their grilled cheese.
I love their smash burger.
And their
So,
smash burger, but you keep it healthy as much as possible as
Yes.
well. And like your menus always change. It feels like you're in the kitchen more than you're on the floor as the owner.
You
of
like
the
to
place.
tinker.
Yeah, you're a tinkerer.
Yeah, I like to. So back when I was a kid, when I was 16, my first job, I was a dishwasher at Windjammer in Westerly, Rhode Island. And then I was a line cook, and then I was a head cook. I actually wanted to go to school at the Culinary Institute of America. But then I decided to go for engineering because I didn't want to work nights and weekends.
Awesome.
But now here I am. So I do love cooking.
Well, man, thank you so much for joining us
Heck yeah,
today,
man.
brother.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you for
stuff.
having me.
Can't wait to be over at the Clubhouse on Main again.
I'll be there. Well, I definitely want to have you guys back for fantasy football. It's coming.
I know.
It's coming up
The
soon.
drafts
It-
are coming up.
ready.
Mine's
Exactly.
August 31st.
Wow, you already know.
I already know. Well, I'm the co-commissioner or assistant commissioner.
That would be a good place to have a draft.
It's a great place, and we haven't put out the specials yet, but I'm hoping to have them out in the next week or two because people are already trying to figure out where to have it. And Clubhouse, again, in one of the Sims, it's a great place to have it because you can have your draft up on the screen. Now you have people serving you beer,
love it.
serving you food. And then again, there's stuff to do. But you know, we had a bunch last year. We ended up the deal. There was a deal. You got a badge, and then through the whole football season, if you came during any football game and had your badge, we had special beer prices, special food prices.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're
So
working.
you're
on
kind of
that
like
right
a VIP just by doing your draft.
now. Just
there.
by doing your draft there, right?
Love it.
Check it out. Clubhouse on Main and Glastonbury. Kyle, thanks again, man. Have fun out here at the Travelers.
Thank you.